Hello there, my name is Tiffany, and you're watching TBS News. On tonight's report, we will include teachers on strike, robberies in Houston Park, and upcoming thunder weather reports. Also, an upcoming story on Nettie Merrill. We'll be back after the break. And we're back. Moving on to the weather report by Cassidy Smith.
Thank you, Tiffany. So far, it has been a beautiful Sunday sunny afternoon, and people are making their way to a pool nearby to cool off. But don't get too used to it because we just received some sudden reports on oncoming thunder and rain. Well, that's all for the weather for today. Back to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Cassidy, for the weather report. Moving on, we have an upcoming story on Nettie Merrill. From witches to rags, high-class playboy loses everything, including his mind. Now up with the story, here we have Justine Millers.
Nettie Merrill was once a man that had everything. He had always been someone to look up to in the community. But ever since his wife and 2 daughters left, things have been going downhill and does not appear to be his usual self. This afternoon, he was seen crossing the road nearly naked, running towards the recreation center at the edge of the village of Lancaster. Witnesses have said that they have seen him swimming in all of the pools in the neighborhood, but for some unknown strange reason, he has been acting strange recently, and people are concerned that he has lost his mind due to all of his misfortunes he has encountered. Surprisingly, he entered the public pool and was later on kicked out. It seems that he has lost all of his dignity and is now a man of the streets. Now we are entering the public pool to interview one of the witnesses that has seen Nettie Merrill's actions and also give their opinion on his behavior. Justine Millers here with a live interview on Nettie Merrill. I'm here standing with Beth Cooper, who witnessed Nettie Merrill coming in and getting kicked out of the public pool on this Sunday afternoon. Hello, Beth. How are you on this fine afternoon?
I'm fine, thank you.
So you are one of the many witnesses that saw Nettie Merrill at the public pool. Can you give us a brief explanation on what he was doing?
Well, I saw him coming in and staring at the sign beside the washroom. He seemed a bit confused, but then just walked inside. When he came out, he made his way to the pool and slowly entered. It was really crowded and he kept getting jostled around. He swam across and was about to get out using, the ladder, when suddenly 2 lifeguards came and yelled rudely, by the way, to get out for not having an identification disc or something. He didn't really say anything and seemed lost, but he listened and left. Anyway, that's about as much as I know.
Something's off here. What did he seem like when he was swimming in the pool? 'Cause many people have been telling me, that he's been acting strange. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, he did seem a bit off and confused. I do know that he used to be wealthy and suddenly lost everything. Maybe that's why he's been acting strange.
Well, thank you, Beth, for the information. This is truly something strange about Nettie Merrill. On that note, we were able to persuade Nettie Merrill to an interview. There, we will ask him a couple of questions on his strange behavior.
Thank you, Justine. Victoria Parker here with Nettie Merrill, who's swimming across the county. We're going to ask him a few questions before he embarks on his journey yet again. How are you feeling after swimming through all these pools, Nettie Merrill?
Well, to be honest, I'm a bit exhausted, but I have to keep going to complete my journey.
Why are you so desperate to complete it? After all, you're just swimming through pools. You could end it and go home.
I'm not sure. I feel that it's not really my choice anymore. Even if I wanted to, I can't stop now.
Nettie, isn't it a bit low for you to be swimming in a public pool? Don't you have a reputation to uphold? I know before you were a man of high status.
Before? Oh, never mind. Well, it is an obstacle that I have to overcome in order to complete my journey.
So how was your experience like in the public pool?
I was treated very poorly. First, when I went inside the pool, I was bumped and jostled around with. Then, when I was near the end, 2 hostile lifeguards started yelling at me for not having an ID disc. I can truly say that my experience was not pleasant.
Interesting. So how are you dealing with your misfortunes nowadays? I heard you lost your home.
Misfortunes? What misfortunes? I'm doing fine. Sure, I'm a little bit weak, but I'm still wealthy. You must be confused.
Oh, I see. Nettie, are you sure you're all right?
Well, of course, although I do feel that I'm losing my sense of truth.
Thank you very much, Nettie. You did splendid. Well, that's the end of the interview. Well, that was an interesting story. Now for the summary of Nettie Merrill, done by Justine Millers. Thank you, Justine. Well, that's all for tonight's news. Don't forget to watch the upcoming baseball game. This is TBS News saying thank you and good night.